If you're a financial advisor who's managing multiple vendors, like a website provider, your SEO team, content writers, web developers, and so many more, I can guarantee that not only are you overspending, but you are leaving money on the table. So here's the breakdown. Typically, advisors are spending anywhere from $10,000 to $15,000 with that type of model. And what you're doing is you're spending about $3,000 for your SEO team, $2,000 on the content writing team. You're spending maybe $5,000 on running ads, and then maybe like 2 to 3 with your website maintenance, hosting, all of that. But what's happening is that everybody is technically doing their jobs. So when you look at it on paper, you're like ticking the box. They're creating these great blogs. They're driving some traffic to my website. I have the ads up and running and getting some calls. But the problem that you probably don't realize is that you're getting up only about 60 to 70% of the value out of what you're spending because nobody is connecting the dots to what the other team is doing. They're doing their individualized job, and a lot of times that's built on initial conversations that they have with you during a kickoff call, and then that's the strategy they continue to run with unless you say something different. So you're truly the one that's managing all of the strategy, no matter if your business changes, if the economy changes, if anything's going on with your clients changes, you're the one that's having to present all of that to those individual vendors. What's that costing you? It is costing you a lot of wasted time and also the missed opportunities. Because if you don't have the right content on your website, then AI is not going to drive you over. You're invisible. If you don't have the right nurture sequences set up for those ads that come through, so people click on an ad, but then what happens if they don't book right away? And I'm talking about more than just 3 emails after. I'm talking about a long-term nurture sequence. Nothing's going to happen there. If you are going to your website, and I have these great conversations with advisors that tell me all of the things that they do that really make them stand apart against other advisors in their area, and I can find none of that on their website. So when somebody lands to your site, it doesn't matter if your SEO team is fantastic and they're sending you 1,000 visitors a month. If the copy on your website doesn't convert, then it's useless. And so that's the same thing whether a person lands there or even like AI is scanning it. You need to make sure that in every area, your marketing strategy is solid. And so when you're working with an advisory marketing team, we want to make sure that we are not only helping you in all of those different areas, but that it's a cohesive marketing plan that's really integrated, where we're connecting all of those dots for you to help you propel forward so you can scale past 100 million AUM. So let's talk about a client story. We work with a great advisory group, and what they had was we audited everything. Their website, what happens when we clicked on the form? Where are those ad leads going? Who's talking to them? What are they saying when they call? Everything that's really involved in the entire buyer journey. And so we became their fractional CMO, and we built one integrated strategy to help them. And so they had about, here's just like a little snippet, they had about 19 cases open, 17 were from Facebook, 2 were from a Smart Asset, and within that, they had about a 40% show up rate, 50% qualified, and they closed a little over 9.6 million in new AUM. And they have another 3 cases from Facebook that are getting ready to close as well. And it just continues to grow. And so part of that is we've built them this full pipeline system that they own. That's a asset to their business. It's not just something they're renting out from a company. We are building something long-term, whether you work with us or not, whether you leave your business, whether anything going on, your marketing doesn't then rely on you and fall on your shoulders. It continues without you even having your input. So what really is a fractional CMO, so you kind of understand? When we talk about like a full CMO, those are full-time employees that typically can range anywhere from like $100,000 to $250,000 a year in annual salary plus benefits. When we pull it back fractionally, you're usually hiring out a contractor or an agency to help you with the full strategy, your branding, your messaging, really taking ownership of your entire marketing strategy. It doesn't really work when you work with the fragmented vendors. I know many advisors over the years have worked with lots of different vendors. That's how it's always been pitched to you and set up, going to conferences. But what it ends up happening is you end up actually being your marketing department, and you're hiring subcontracted companies to help you fill different little pieces of the puzzle. How it works with us, you get one strategy team that is going to own the relationship in helping you grow. You get the full team behind them. So we have graphic designers, web developers, copywriters, SEO team, AEO to help with that AI showing up, GEO to help show up for your location. We're working with your ads. We're working on your website building, really everything that's involved in a marketing strategy strategy to help you have a cohesive marketing strategy that's going to really work for you. And so why this really matters is when you get to that point where you're scaling from 100 million to maybe like over 300 million, the systems run without you. And that's huge because you don't have time to be involved in the weeds every single day. You need something that is built for you and your team that is going to consistently bring in qualified new prospects that you can convert into new clients. So bottom line is, if you'd like to learn more, click the link below this video. We'd love to have a chat with you. We'll go through what's going on in your marketing strategy right now. Where are there cracks? Where can we help you fill those? And how can we create for you a custom marketing strategy that truly can help your business this year and moving forward? Can't wait to hear from you.